Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's another kindergarten craft day where I take you through a process of making something that we may have made ourselves or with our children back in their grade school days and turn it into something that we can use into our art projects. And today we're doing a little mixed media and we're going to play with some crayons. Now, some of you may have done this before, some of you may have seen it but never tried it, but I'm encouraging you to give it a go. And before we get started, as always, to all of you who are new to the channel and returning, thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate your comments, and from hearing from you, whether you've been with me for a long time or whether you're just tuning in to this episode, thank you for being here. Let's talk about what you're going to need. I just found something in here that I'm like, oh, I'm going to need those. You're going to need some crayons and some paper. And these all came from a huge tote that I had from the kids. This one I think is a brand new one, so we're not going to use this one today, but is it? It sure is. But you need some crayons. If they're broken, even better. Now I have a couple little pokey tool thingies. This is from a Nutcracker thing, and this is just a needle nose pair of tweezers that I use in my crafting. I also have a knife because it's easier for me if I want to shave off the paper to do it with this. So this is just kind of a rusty old knife that I have in my craft room. These we're going to save till later because they're a little bit nicer. These are kind of a mess. We need some kind of heating tool. If you wish, maybe some stickers or stencils would work. I also have a glue gun over here that is heating up at the moment. And is there anything else? I think that's it. So I have done a couple of these projects years ago with my kiddos, and I've had it on my list to do. Well, when I started doing these kindergarten crafts, I thought, well, this is the perfect one to try it with. So let me show you what we're going to aim for. So these are just some crayon pieces that I did. I used stickers to put on there and then did, use the process. Here's another one. I just used some random letters and numbers. This is just, and these are just backgrounds. You know how I love my orange, pink, and yellow. And then the last project we're going to make is this. Now, this one is in its first stages of what will eventually become a journal topper for one of my art journals. So that is what that is for. So we're going to kind of replicate that as well. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm telling you guys, this is very therapeutic and extremely easy. So this big sheet we will use for this project. So I'll put that, let's put it up here away from that. So all we're going to do right now is make sure we have something underneath us. When I did this before, I'm going to pull this out and put it underneath here because I just got that new mat and I don't want to warp it. So do this in a place, if you've got like granite countertops or something like that, you could do it on there and it would be okay. But put down some parchment or something like that. Parchment works well, and I'll show you why. Because I did keep all of my little scrappy doos once they were done. And I'm just going to put that box underneath there. Okay. This is going to drive me crazy. Hang on a second. I folded this silly thing. I know that's going to be loud. Sorry. There. Okay. So all you're going to do. Now, there is a splatter effect. So be aware of that. And it just depends what you're doing. We're going to start with our lightest color in this. And here's all you do. You just put it down. I'll show you. I'm sorry. I didn't warn you. This is going to be a little bit loud if you're listening to this with with a headset or on your TV. So all you're going to do is just get your crayon hot, and I'll show you a couple little techniques to do that. So I'm going to talk a little bit louder. We're just going to get, you can see this is one I've already done. I've already used, I mean. And they melt fast. Obviously, crayons have wax in them, right? So you can pull this across your page. Spin it around if you want. You can also, I should be doing this the opposite way. Hold it up. Now this is where it's going to get a little splattery. And just let it do its thing. There's no right or wrong way. We're just having fun with it. And all we're doing is creating backgrounds. This is just a mixed media background. But in our case, we're using crayons. Can you see where it's splattering across there? So if I want it to splatter, there we go. All right, I'm going to turn it off. This also dries very fast. So there you go. Oh, let's see. Let me get my scrappity-dappity piece here. Just to put this on. All right, now let's add another color. And yes, as I add more colors, it's going to, this will get melty again. When it's all dry, as you saw, the wax will go away. Now, you can either turn this so you get some movement in it in different directions, or you can just move your crayon. So we'll do this one. Without letting it touch. And again, you can just lay it gently down. You don't need to do much. And then you can move it with your okay, there's 2 on there. This is just your basic. See how that's already dried. Okay. What color shall we use next? Let's try this one. I don't know what. Cornflower. Now I just started with my lightest colors to make the base, and then added the darker, and I think I just want this darker to be an accent. Now, if some of you probably remember, I know you probably did this when you were younger, many of you, but we use this with wax paper. We just use all the shavings, and then we would iron it. This is just a messier version, and a more, I would say, free, artful version of doing that, where you can kind of manipulate it a little bit to your liking. Oh, I like that a lot. I don't know. I kind of like just those 3 colors. What color is this? Does it tell us? Cobalt. Well, we'll try it just a little bit and we'll see what happens. And if we don't like it, we'll just stop. It's more like a gray. I don't like that at all. So, there you go. We're going to call that one good. Look how easy that was. Now, we've got our base. Are we done with this? Absolutely not. I mean, we're going to want to, make it into something, add some more layers, maybe ink on top of it, maybe stencil. But that's for another day. What we're going to do is make another one, and we're going to pick out these together, and I'm going to show you how I Now, all of these, keep this because it will dry. And then you can, I literally have this with all of the leftovers. And I'm going to glue all of these crayon pieces on. And some of these are glued on and some of them aren't. And I'm going to make them into something else. What? I don't know. Let's see. What colors shall we do? And I'll show you. Of course, I'm grabbing. Oh, you know, let's do some. So here's how I do this. I just, because I don't want to get my nails all nasty. If you're pulling that towards you, make sure you're doing it gently. Don't. And honestly, well, and maybe I'll just show you if this one doesn't come off very well. Because these, I mean, these crayons are like at least 15 years old. Probably older. For my kiddos. Maybe some of them aren't. Either way, they've been around a while. And I'm really glad that I was able to use these. I have another project using some colored pencils and two different projects and markers also from that same bin or tote. There we go. Just like that. And then I save my pieces. Let's do, let's kind of do some primary colors. I haven't, oh shoot. Well, that's a way to do it. You know what? On these, I'm going to leave those just like that so you can kind of see. Yeah, this one I did it like that too. I'll show you. So we got red, green, orange. Here's a yellow. The only thing you need to know is when you, if you're using the broken ones, that's when you want to make sure you have something to hold it with, because you don't want to burn your flanges. That would be bad. And I'm going to show you what happens when you just leave that on like there. Okay, red, orange, yellow, green. I don't know if I want to use blue. I was thinking of lavender, but I don't even see it. Oh, here. Let's use that one. There we go. That's a nice one. Here, you know what? Let's trade this one. We'll use that one for the other project. Okay, now on this one, what we'll add, because maybe I can, we're going to see if this holds up on this project. Okay, now that I've scraped all those off, I'm going to put these over here. I'm going to take this and all of the little flakes, and I'm just going to throw them on there. Okay, so on this one, let's do some words. I don't know that these art letters are going to work because I used them already, but we're going to try it. I am putting some glue. I want this to kind of be, where's my T? And the next one we'll use some new letters. What do you call this stuff? Glue stick. And I want it to be a little bit wonky. Now on the last one, I did have some bleed through. So therefore, I used a little bit. Well, actually, on that last one, I did one of them. I just used white out because I had it right there. Okay, so these are the colors that we're going to use. We're going to start with yellow, and here we go. Let's see what happens. I think it would be cool. I haven't tried it. But I think it would be cool to do a ombre effect and just use one color wave. And then, oh, that's got a little paper on it. One color wave, and then just start with the darkest from the top. Okay, I'm going to stop with the yellow for right now. I see that that is not down. Okay, red. Let's go with orange. Okay, here's the orange, and this one is broken. So we're going to hold it like that. Now, I wanted you to see that what happens if the paper's still on it, just so, because I know a lot of you are probably asking and wondering. And when you use the stickers, you want to make sure, obviously, that your crayon is eventually going to cover all of it so that you can see that outline. Well, that's an interesting color, orange. Hang on, I'm going to turn it. See where that T's coming up? Okay, let's just turn it around so we get that movement again. Isn't this fun? Fun and easy. But if you want, you can just make the stained glass. It almost looks more red than... All right, there you go. I'll put that over here. The orange we can get rid of. I'm going to use the purple. We really need, we might have to come back with that. No, you know what? I'm coming back with the yellow for a minute because I want to make sure. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, the other thing I did. Let's do it with the orange. No, that one. Well, this isn't totally round, but when they get round like that, you can make little circles, which didn't work on that. Okay. We'll see what happens with this. Now, I am trying to be a little bit careful because, well, because I don't want this to get muddy. I don't want that lavender muddy with some of these other colors. All right. We may need some turquoisey blue in there, which I have over here. So, all right, let's try the green. So we'll go with some splashes first and see what happens. That's just by holding it up again, just like I am here. If nothing else, this is just a fun project to do with kiddos, or you don't want to do it for your art projects. Oh, that's cool. whites. I'm going to try the red, and then I'm going to add a little bit of that blue. Because I don't know that this is really... This just says magenta. So, we'll see. It does look cool with the purple. Oh yeah. All right, and last but not least, we'll add some of that blue. I'm trying to hold this so you can see when it... Yeah, that's what it needed with some of that blue. Oh, a show! All right, I think that's good. All right, let me make sure. Is this getting hot? Is it even on? I think I had it off. It's plugged in, isn't it? Hang on a second. All right, let me just make sure. I'll just keep an eye on that. Okay, now all we need to do is take off our letters. And I think these letters are probably going to be, I think they're going to be, need to go to the garbage. Uh-oh. Yeah, this one bled through. I thought it might. Oh, that was on there good. This one might not. Not surprised. But you know what? Subliminal words in there. Somebody has to look. Art's in the eye, all in the eye of the beholder, right? We'll do another one with new stickers because I was pressing my luck with using these. I kind of like that though. And you know, this is just our first layer, so I could come in with some black paint and put that on there. I could just outline it. I could do something else with it. I do kind of like how that's just very subliminal, though. You know. Okay. Let's try another one. I really like those bright colors. So let's use those again, except let's just stick... I have that number 7 we can use on our... All right, let's try this one, and then we'll do the other one, which you guys could probably figure out on your own, I'm sure. Let's see. Let's just put some fun stuff down here. It's a great way. I mean, these stickers I've had for 1,000 years, too. And so this is a great way to use those kind of things. Oh, look at my fingers. Oh, I need to pay attention to what time it is. Just all wonkety wonkety. All right, let's just do another one like that. I wonder what would happen. I've never tried this. Let's just do it. Let's just do 2 at a time and see what happens with it. Are you getting hot over there? Remember, we want to make sure all of the letters are covered. I kind of just like this green and yellow. I think I might just do that. So I'm going to just set this one aside. That's cool. Making sure I'm getting all of the letters and numbers outlined. This thing has like, do you hear that? It's kind of like kicking up gears, dropping a gear. I don't know. Come on. Trying to get all of this yellow off of here so I can show you how I made the circles. I mean, I guess I'm sure you can figure it out. There you go. Let's do a little bit more green. This is getting hot. I'm getting hot. All right, I think that's good enough. You get the gist. I could do this all day. All right, let's quickly get these letters off of here. And we should probably start over here. It's a little more dry. There we go. So, suggestion, don't keep them for, don't be cheap. Just get rid of the stickers after you've used them once. Oh, I like that. It would have been cool to put this letters and numbers all over and then just covered it, I think. All right. I'm doing a video. I'm with colors. All right, there we go. Now, the last one we're going to do, easiest probably of all of them. I like that. I'll show these all to you when we're done. All right, we're going to set this up. Now, I'm using this full page because I don't know how big. Like, I did that on the other one and just kind of cut it down afterwards. So, I'm going to do the same thing here. All we're going to do, just to making sure that I think it's hot. Are you hot? There we go. goodness, it's got a great big brand new stick in there. Okay, I'm just gonna, and the way I'm gonna do this, I'm just putting it from like here to here, and then I'm just doing the same, but I'm putting it down, and I don't want them to necessarily be even. Oh shoot, well, doesn't matter. I did want the Crayola to show, but doesn't matter. Oh. All right, that's all you do. You're just gonna put it on here. I'm gonna unplug this now that it's for to start using out. And you're gonna hold it. I just held mine at an angle. And you're just gonna wait for this to do its thing. Let's see if I can, it's hard, I don't know if I can do this as well on the camera. I guess we're gonna find out. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. Now, if you're holding it up like I normally would, ooh, that's, I don't know if I like these colors together as they're bleeding. I'm just going to do, I know you can't see this very well, but otherwise the yellow and the, well, you get the gist. Do this, the best way to do it is if you're holding it upright, like this. And I know you can't really see that, but I want more of that orange and green and yellow, so I can kind of move it. It's easier that way. And that's all there is to it. Now, when this all dries, then I'll cut this off, and then I'll use it somehow, some way. I'm saving this because I'm going to use all those pieces, but let's just see what we got here. We got that. We did this one. We did this one. Did we do that one together? Did I? Yeah, we did that one. There's another one. And then all of these that we did. So you could just do this all afternoon. And you make a lot with very, few amounts of tools. So I hope you give it a try. I like this kindergarten crafts. If you've got one you want me to try, leave it in the comments. And as always, I invite you to subscribe. Remember to take time to just be, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.